Well, good morning, everybody. We're out again on the Winchesterbay jetty. We're out on the ocean side today. We're going to be doing some lingcod and cabezon fishing. We're going to start out fishing the jigs for a little bit, and then we're going to switch to pocket fishing inside the rocks and see if we can pick up some big cabezon, because today is a minus tide. Oh, it's a really good chance to get it this year. So yeah, we're going to see what we can do. Stay tuned. I'm sure we're going to get fish. I think this is just weeds or starfish. Yeah, got a starfish right off the bat. But yeah, we should be able to get into some fish pretty easy today. Nice flat, calm conditions. Is that a fish? It's big, whatever it is. I think I got a big starfish on. I didn't feel a bite, I just pulled into something heavy. Is it a big starfish? No, it's a crab. Look at that. I haven't caught a crab on a jig in a long time. I gotta get him off there. I hooked him too. Yep. Nice size female Dungeness. If it was a male, I could keep it if it was 5 3/4 inches, but you always have to let the females go, no matter their size. Get the hook out of his leg. Really surprised I got him. I mean, usually don't snag them with the jigs. You get them a lot on bait later in the year, because they'll bite your bait. There we go. Now he's got to get the line untangled. There we go. Female dungey. You can tell it's a female because it's really wide. It's more of a triangle if it's a male, but we'll get him back out there. Kind of surprised I haven't had a bite yet. I'm wondering if it's because all this dirty water. It's really dirty for some reason today. It is a minus tide, but I can see out here the ocean is actually really dirty too. I don't know if the flow from the river coming out was dirty, or if all the wind is turned stuff up or what, but definitely a little dirty. Down to like a 3 to 5 foot visibility probably. Make it a little harder to catch fish on a jig. Still doable, but it won't be lights out, I bet, today. But we'll give this a little bit, maybe move over to the left and fish a little, and then we'll start pocket fishing right away while the tide's low. It's low tide right now, so I probably have a good 3 hours to do the pocket fishing before the tide comes in too much to get the lower spots. There's still plenty of spots you can fish when the tide's higher, of course. It actually makes some spots better at high tide, but when it comes in, it'll actually put the lower spots, it'll be underwater and you won't be able to see them or even fish them, depending on where they are. So, and the lower you get and closer to the ocean you get, you know, farther down, usually the better the fishing it is, as the holes are generally deeper down there, and they're always underwater, so the fish will stay in there constantly. It's not like these bigger holes up high, like right in front of me. It's not like those ones where it has to be a high tide before there's any fish even in the hole. The lower ones have fish all the time. You can just only fish them at a low tide. Fish, big one, big. I think this is a big lingcod or big cabezon. It dumped it. Come on. It's not making any runs yet. I don't know. Oh, wow! I whooped him. It was a lingcod. He wasn't very big. Dang. No wonder he didn't make it. That felt like a big fish. Look at that guy. Oh, don't do that. Nice lingcod. Not the big one I thought it was, but That. Nice calm fish. Somebody caught this guy. You can see his gill is sticking out his throat. He's not bleeding at all, so it must be old. It's not mine. Got a bunch of bait down his gullet. Yeah, nice little right at 22-inch lingcod. Look at him in the sunlight. Oh yeah, look at that. Just a nice fish. We're gonna let him go. He's pretty small. I'm not too worried about keeping him. Get him out there past the rocks. And he's down to the bottom. That goes to show you how tough these rockfish are. I mean, he literally had part of his gill sticking out of his gill plate. And he's still good enough to feed. He was full of bait. He spewed it up. It's actually all floating down there in the water. Damn tough fish. But might as well show you now. I'm using the Fish Field 6-inch swim bait today with a 1.5 ounce jig head, and I have a 40-pound mono leader. I chose the mono leader today because they've been getting big fish, and when you get those big 20+ pound lingcod, they cut you off a lot, or they get down in the rocks and your line will snap. So a good mono leader can help you with that. All right, we're gonna do some pocket fishing now. I'm just looking in here. There's kind of a little slot down here in these rocks. See where the shun's pointing on it, but I don't know if that's deep enough. Under there, we're gonna jump down to the water's edge. We're gonna try right in these cracks on these big rocks. See if we can find a hole. And we're really just looking for anything that's 2 to 3 feet deep. Especially the closer you are to the water, the less deep it has to be. I've caught them in less than a foot of water before, but generally speaking, deeper is better. Yeah. It's a little shallow at this spot for right now, but oh, there's a spot. Look at that. See the bottom and drop in there and you go an extra couple feet. That's why you always want to check. It's actually getting deeper too. Should be a fish in there. Sometimes there's not though, just depending on the days and the tides. There just won't be fish in spots you really think there should be. I'll go up and around. A little risky both ways, but oh, wow, look at this. There's a big hole right here too. I wonder if it's deep anywhere. I can't see, it's so shaded. A little bit there. Oh yeah. Wow. Now it's just whether I can get one out of it if I get one. Felt like it slid through a hole or down the side of the rock. I can't get a bite. Oh, there's a fish. Look at that. Whacked it. He's on there, I think. No, he's not. That's crazy. I wonder if there's something up with the pressure system today, really. Because that was a bite. Is he on there? No. Oh, he's on there. I got him. I got him that time. Look at that tiny little thing. Is that what's been biting today? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that is not a good sign. I don't know if I've caught these fish this small out here. Looks like a little cabezon. Got some cool colors on him, but man. That is the smallest fish I've ever caught on the ocean side of the jetty. By far, the smallest fish I have ever caught. And I don't think that was the fish that bit first, because that first one dumped it. And that one was just a little bite, and I lifted up and he was there. So we'll drop it back in there again, see if there's another one. Maybe a little bigger. I doubt it, but it's possible. I'm gonna find the hole again. Somewhere more to the right. Somewhere over there. There it is. Come on. Get down in the hole. There. Yeah, shoot, it's 10 feet deep at least down there. You'd think there'd be some 20+ inch greenling and cabezon, and unless it's really small. It's like I said, I felt my weight go through that crack and slide down. It could just be a crack, you know, several inches wide, and it just has little fish in it. But that doesn't really explain the first bite. I mean, that first bite was, that was the toughest bite I had of the day. There's a fish. I got him. There we go. That's a better fish. What do we got? I think it's a big greenling. Oh my gosh, what do we got? See, that's what we're supposed to be catching. Look at that Mondo greenling. Man, look at that thing. That's a good 18-inch, 19-inch greenling. Look how fat the freaking thing is. That is crazy. And that little fish ate that bait before this one did. Absolutely nuts. I think I'm going to take this guy home today. So we'll go take back real quick and go to my bag. I left it back there a little ways. And we're going to come back and fish the same hole and see how many more we can get out of it. So we'll be back. Okay, well, I'm back to this hole. I measured that fish up. He was only 17 inches. He was just really fat. Made him look so big, I guess. But still a really nice greenling. And rebaited. And we're going to go back in the same spot and sit for a minute. And see if we get another fish like that. Get a couple of those. That'd really make the day. Okay. Time's up. We're out of here. On to the next hole. That's a fish. Ah! What happened? My weight broke off and I lost the fish. Ah, that sucks. Okay, well, I guess I gotta go get another weight. I'll just leave my pole here, I guess, so I know where to come back to. I think the water's getting even dirtier right now. It must be the wind that's been kicking up all the dirt. Because the wind's picked up a bunch. You can see all the white caps out here by this boat. And the water, there's just dirty water coming in right along the jetty. Unfortunately, it shouldn't affect pocket fishing at all, but the bite has been slow anyway, so anything that slows it down is not good. Man, there's some serious line out here. What is this? That is 80-pound braid is what that looks like right here. That is way overkill, and that's probably why there's so much here. They probably couldn't break their line when they got hung up. I'm all tangled, but I'll fix it in a minute. If you use over 65-pound braid, it's almost impossible to break it just by pulling on it. And even when it's hung up, it won't really break. It's so strong. So people come out here with oversized tackle like that, and then they have to cut their line at the rocks, and they'll have 40, 50 yards of braid stuck out here in the water at times. And it's really not a good thing, because it'll screw up animals and all kinds of stuff. And people, when they're fishing, if somebody snags this, they're not going to break 80 pounds either. So I'm going to throw this on the rock. I'm going to fish this hole, and then I'm going to go down there and cut it all off. I just don't want to ruin the hole before I jump down there. If my shadow gets in there, it might spook the fish. I'm gonna jump down there. I'm gonna leave my pole in the water and cut that line out. Maybe letting my bait soak will get me a bite. We'll just leave it like that. And we'll start working all this braid. Oh, I got a fish. I got a fish. Got him. Just had to let it sit in there, I guess. Maybe that's the ticket today. This one's not nearly as big. Probably only about 10, 11 inches. I might keep him as my second fish. You only get 4 now in Oregon, which is really unfortunate. But I already kept 1, so I'll keep this guy and I'll see if I can get my limit today. It's not a whole lot. I generally don't like keeping them this small, but since I'm keeping fish, I might as well. We'll get the rest of the line out of here before I move on, and we'll come back. Okay, I still had a little bit of bait left here. Not much, probably about a half to a quarter of a sand shrimp, but I'm gonna drop it down the same hole and just let it sit again. Might even set my pole down again just to see if that's the ticket, waiting a couple minutes. I mean, that's definitely what I'll do. Oh, that was weird. That's a fish. Oh God, I got him. Look at that, that's a big one. Oh yeah, look at that. Well, there's number 3. Maybe I shouldn't have kept that other one, but oh well. He's a little fatter than that one. I'll show you when he calms down. Yeah, don't look like a whole lot of difference, but he's got, oh, come here. He's probably got 2-3 inches. He's probably got 2 inches on this guy. Another nice little greenling. Well, that's gonna do it for me today, guys. I accidentally dropped all of my bait into the water, lost the container and everything, right down in one of these big holes. So unfortunately, the only option is lingcod fishing. It's pretty slow. The water is really dirty now with the high winds that have kicked up. It's just muddy water is just coming around the jetty. So I'm gonna call it for the day. Got 1 lingcod, couple nice greenling, almost finished my limit. But yeah, it was fun. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.